And let's get you our top story. Of course, it's that new government formation that's going to be taking place this weekend. And allies are bargaining for the key posts, Rishika. So from what we are hearing from our sources is, of course, all eyes on Chandrababu Naidu and the demands being made by the TDP. Take us through what could be those key demands.
Well, it's going to be very interesting to see how Narendra Modi 3.0 functions, given the fact that it is for the first time that under the leadership of the Prime Minister, there is going to be an alliance in place. If you look at his 3 terms as Chief Minister and the last 2 terms as Prime Minister, the BJP has always enjoyed absolute numbers. But this time around, it's going to be coalition dharma in place. And I think the meeting yesterday of the NDA leaders that was held with Nitish Kumar and Chandrababu Naidu sitting alongside the Prime Minister, right next to him, that hierarchy or, that optic is very, very important in order to determine the important position that the allies occupy. Remember, even trying to conjure up support with just those others, which are 18 in number, is not going to be enough for the BJP, who are clearly falling short of the majority number, the 272. What we are learning from sources is that the TDP is likely to demand 5 key ministries, Divya, including the post of the Speaker.
That's right.
JDS is going to be demanding the agriculture ministry, is what we're learning. And Nitish Kumar is also likely to get big ministries. Now, remember, KC Tyagi yesterday of the JDU had already made it very clear that a nationwide caste census and special category status for Bihar are going to be among their key demands.
Right, a special package and special status is something that's on the cards for them, is what they're going to be demanding. And in fact, let's also talk about these are the key demands. We have Uma joining us to get us more on this. Uma, no suspense left when it comes to the support of Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar. That's a deal that's signed and sealed. There were speculations of talks between the India Alliance, and then the 2 leaders have put all that to rest. Take us through, we just discussed some of the demands that could likely be made by these 2 kingmakers, these key players when it comes to the coalition government that's going to be formed on the 8th of this month. What are you hearing from your sources?
So Chandrababu Naidu now back in Vijayawada and is going to be holding a series of meetings in Vijayawada with his associates, and of course back channel talks are going to continue with Delhi also, I would reckon. Yes, from the outset they have ruled out talking to the India Alliance or joining hands or helping them in any manner. They were very, very firm that they are going to stay in the NDA as an ally, and like Rishika mentioned, it was like a classroom where the first ranker and the second ranker and then the third ranker were seated in that place. And remember, just a few months ago, Chandrababu Naidu had to wait for months just to get an appointment with the leadership in Delhi, whether it was Prime Minister Modi or Amit Shah, and seeking an alliance. So, politics is dynamic and things do change, and Chandrababu Naidu is going to bring in his years of experience of dealing with coalition governments quite effectively, I would think, because what we understand is that he is driving a hard bargain, and that is something that the BJP now has to sit and think around, but not too much of a choice that the BJP may have in terms of conceding or acceding to the demands being made by someone like Chandrababu Naidu. Chandrababu Naidu has huge expectations building up in Andhra Pradesh, especially with the kind of numbers that the centre has so shown and the mandate that the people of Andhra Pradesh have given. They have been feeling marginalized, neglected in the national picture for the last 10 years. I must say, bifurcation itself, largely the perception has been that it was very unfair to Andhra Pradesh, and therefore for Chandrababu Naidu now, one, to build the capital that has not come for the last 10 years. Amravati was that dream capital, and he would hope to get huge amount of help for that. Then the Polavaram project for getting national project status, and therefore possibly an ask of the irrigation ministry as well. Special category status is something that Andhra Pradesh has been asking and was promised during the 2014 bifurcation, but subsequently was told that it is not eligible for special category status. But both Bihar and Andhra Pradesh, in fact, have been seeking special category status, and this is a time to negotiate whether in the term, the nomenclature may be different, but getting that money to be able to bring Andhra Pradesh back in the reckoning, that's something that they would certainly be hoping to do. other than that, I must also say that Chandrababu Naidu has a manifesto that promises a huge number of things, including all the welfare that Jagan Mohan Reddy promised, plus development and jobs, which means bringing in investment. So there are a lot of money, financial resources that the state is going to need, and that's the reason why, one, speaking about the speaker, they do know that having a speaker, they have the experience of GMC Balayogi in 1999, and being able to use that clout to be able to influence different ministries. That's what they are looking at. And what a senior leader told me was that other than the ministries, also beyond that, they need help, and that's what they are looking for. For Chandrababu Naidu, he needs to build his capital, capital meaning political capital, I mean this time, in Andhra Pradesh, so that the succession in Andhra Pradesh can happen more smoothly for his son as well, and therefore it will be probably a little while before he may think of a role in Delhi itself. Right now, the question of asking for a deputy PM and others does not arise. Chandrababu Naidu will remain in Andhra Pradesh, but yes, he is likely to ask for at least 3 different ministries at least. The ask is of course for much more, which perhaps may be a little difficult for the BJP to accommodate in terms of numbers.
Well, Uma, all the allies are going to try and extract their pound of flesh. That's pretty clear, given the fact that, just the numbers, the sheer numbers, and the fact that the BJP is going to need the support of Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar in order to be able to form that government. It also remains to be seen how the BJP strikes a balance between the two alliances. Now, remember, as far as the numbers stack up, the TDP has 16 and the JDU has 12. So it's an advantage of 4 that the TDP has at the moment.